Welcome everyone, and today we are diving into one of the most electrifying, unbelievable, and genuinely shocking breaking news moments the NFL world has seen all year, because the Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off a move that nobody saw coming, a move so bold and so out of left field that it is instantly being labeled a historic blockbuster trade that could reshape the team's entire future. Justin Simmons, one of the league's most respected, most consistent, and most high-impact safeties, is officially heading to Dallas in a jaw-dropping deal that has analysts stunned, fans celebrating or panicking depending on what colors they wear, and insiders scrambling to understand how this even happened. When news like this drops, it doesn't just shift the momentum of a franchise, it sends ripples across the entire NFL landscape. And right now those ripples feel more like shockwaves tearing through every front office in the league. The Dallas Cowboys, long criticized for not going far enough during key off-season windows, have suddenly stepped into a completely different identity. This is aggressive, this is decisive, and this is the type of move that teams make only when they believe they are one piece away from a championship run. And today, we're going to break down everything that led to this moment, what the Cowboys gave up, what Simmons brings to the table, and what this means for Dallas moving forward as they attempt to transform their defense into a powerhouse that can finally carry them deep into the playoffs. The first thing that needs to be understood is the sheer magnitude of adding Justin Simmons. This is not just another trade. This is not a simple roster adjustment. This is acquiring one of the best safeties of the last decade, a four-time All-Pro level defender known for his instincts, ball-hawking ability, leadership, durability, and rare capability to change a game with a single read. Ever since his emergence in Denver, Simmons has been the type of safety defensive coordinators dream about, the type who can erase deep passes, diagnose plays at the line of scrimmage, and rally an entire defensive unit with communication that almost feels telepathic. Cowboys fans have begged for years for a true elite safety presence, someone who can anchor the back end, someone who can take the pressure off the corners, and someone who turns a good defense into a terrifying one. And now, finally, Dallas has that player. The response around the league has been one of disbelief. Analysts are already calling this one of the biggest mid-season defensive trades in Cowboys history, perhaps even bigger than the Amari Cooper deal because of how perfectly Simmons fits into what Dallas has been trying to build under Dan Quinn's defensive influence, even though Quinn is gone but his defensive blueprint still lives on. What makes this trade even more dramatic is how it unfolded behind the scenes. For weeks, rumors around the Broncos hinted that they were entering a complicated phase of evaluating expensive veteran contracts. But nobody expected Justin Simmons to actually hit the trade market this early. Dallas, however, saw the opportunity, moved faster than anyone else, and struck a deal before competitors even realized he was available. It was a masterclass in front office timing, and sources say Jerry Jones himself was deeply involved in pushing the move across the finish line. Dallas gave up a package centered around draft capital and a depth player, a price that many insiders are calling shockingly reasonable given Simmons' all-pro caliber reputation. The Cowboys didn't just win the trade, they stole it. And that is exactly why every major sports network is leading with this story. This is not just about talent. This is about momentum. This is about energy. This is about a team sending a message to the league that they are tired of the narrative that Dallas is always one step short, always missing that final piece, always unable to break through when it matters most. Today, the Cowboys told the world, not anymore. Now let's talk about the impact Justin Simmons brings to the field because this is where things get exciting for Cowboys fans. Dallas already had a dangerous defense with playmakers across every level. Micah Parsons is the engine, Trayvon Diggs and Darren Bland create chaos with picks, and the defensive front has grown stronger with each addition. But the missing ingredient was always the deep middle. Teams knew that, despite Dallas' speed and aggression, the one place they could challenge was over the top, exploiting soft zones, creating mismatches, and forcing the Cowboys to bend their coverage packages more than they wanted to. Justin Simmons changes that instantly. His presence allows Dallas to play more aggressive at the line, turn up the pressure, disguise blitzes, and move pieces around without fearing the home run play coming behind them. With Simmons patrolling center field, quarterbacks are going to hesitate. Offensive coordinators are going to adjust their game plans. And wide receivers are going to think twice before stretching routes into Simmons' territory. This one signing changes the geometry of the entire defense, and if you understand football on a deeper level, you understand how rare it is for a single player to have that kind of impact. Beyond the X's and O's, there is a psychological shift that cannot be ignored. This is a locker room that has been starving for a spark, for a veteran presence who can elevate younger players, hold teammates accountable, and raise the mental standard of the defense. Simmons brings that with him naturally. He has long been regarded as one of the best leaders in the league, a player who makes everyone around him better because of how he prepares, how he studies, and how he communicates when the bullets are flying on the field. Pairing that mentality with Micah Parsons' intensity creates a defensive leadership duo that could become one of the best in the NFL. Simmons doesn't just fit into a system, he elevates the entire system. He doesn't just fill a hole, he fortifies an entire defensive identity. And now, Cowboys fans are beginning to dream differently. The question is no longer whether the defense can hold up in big playoff games. The question now is whether this is the missing piece that finally puts Dallas over the top in January. But this trade also raises enormous pressure and expectations. When you acquire a high-profile player of this magnitude, the spotlight becomes blinding. Every snap he takes will be micro-analyzed. Every blown coverage will be magnified. Every big play will be seen as confirmation that Dallas made the right move. This is the cost of going all in. The Cowboys have made bold moves before, but rarely have they made a move that so clearly signals their belief that this season is the moment. Not next year. Not someday. This year. Right now. This is the type of gamble that can define a franchise's narrative for years to come, and the Cowboys have embraced that reality fully. Fans know it, analysts know it, and the entire NFL knows it now too. Dallas is throwing punches, and this time they are landing them. As we watch how this plays out, it's impossible not to imagine what this defense could look like at full power. Picture Micah Parsons coming off the edge with reckless fury. Picture Trayvon Diggs jumping a route because he trusts the safety behind him. Picture Simmons reading the quarterback, tracking the ball through the air, and ripping momentum away from opposing teams with a game-changing interception. These aren't fantasies anymore. These are real possibilities every single week. And with Dallas fighting for NFC positioning, every tiny improvement matters. Every big play could reshape playoff seeding. Every defensive stop could be the difference between heartbreak and a breakthrough the franchise has been chasing for decades. The excitement is real, and it is justified. In the coming days, the reaction from players, coaches, and insiders will continue to pour in, but the biggest reaction that matters is coming from the fans. Cowboys Nation has been desperate for bold leadership. They've been tired of hesitation, tired of half measures, tired of potential without execution. Today, that changed. Today, the front office delivered a message of belief in this roster, belief in this season, and belief in the pursuit of a championship. Justin Simmons is not just a player, he is a symbol of that belief. And as always, if you enjoyed this deep dive breakdown and want more breaking NFL updates, Cowboys news, and Blockbuster trade analysis, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment.